It was like the first thing when you look up clavicular. We're good. I saw this on my feed. Clavicular just made out with a Polish trans model while in Paris at the club without knowing. He even got a hair from her mustache in his mouth. Huh? Is the hair in the room with us? I got lip beautiful, but you know, yeah, nobody's business. So it's hard to hear, but he says, this other dude is like, she's beautiful, but you know, and Clavicular said it's nobody's business. I'm sorry. Another thing, another bit of being based. This on top of androgenic, whatever that other guy's name is, being like, sorry for misgendering you. Sorry, my bad. I said man. And then this.
I used to be like, oh, fuck, you know, fuck these people, whatever. But I just really couldn't give a fuck. You know, I got better things to worry about.
Like in high school, a lot of, like, my friends and me, like, you, like, are extra hateful just because you have nothing better to do with your time or because you think it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, the moment you start, like, actually doing anything productive, you're just like, bro, like,
yeah, for
they
real.
don't care, I don't care.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck, bro. Once you stop being on, like, the crazy parts of the internet. But don't get me wrong, I still want to be able to make jokes about protected classes.
Yeah, exactly. I'll sell out, bro.
I mean,
we'll still make darker jokes than any of you guys, you know?
I used to be like, oh.
I'm going to say something about joking around about things. Okay. Honestly, the problem, I saw this post today, a couple days ago or something. And it was so true. The problem with trying to make jokes or like even honestly disparage queer people is that most of the time the jokes in question just look exactly like the type of memes that queer people send each other. Like homophobic memes are ineffective because they're indistinguishable from what two gay people would actually send to each other. And it's like one of those Borzoi dogs with like a siren on its head that's going off. And it says F-slur alert. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys, having been in some group chats or private messages with people who are queer, they just be sending this shit all the time, man. They be sending this shit all the time. I guarantee you, Austin be sending these type of memes to Hassan all the time. Hassan's like, what do you think about the outfit? He sends him this gif. What do you think about the fit? He sends him this gif. Denims, I be typing it all the time, but I sent it in a Twitch chat one time and I was suspended for 30 days. No, that's fucked up. The amount of times I've nearly caught a TOS violation on a foe only to check before and see they're a black trans woman. Yep, and you're like, oh, and oh. No, when you see someone use, this is the easiest way to know whether or not someone has the pass, okay? If you see someone use the F-slur, just ask them what they play in Rivals. Because if they say Cloak and Dagger, they have the pass, man. You don't even need any further questions. If they play DPS, death penalty. Okay? It's that simple. It's that simple. Okay, I'm just telling you guys. I'm telling you guys the truth, man. You guys the truth. What if I play Doctor Strange? Oh, I don't know. You're just an ally, I think. Denims for the death penalty confirmed? Yes. For people that I think are cringe. But not me. Alright. Let me close these things. Let me close this. This is the new passport. The USA's new passport, which says, welcome, but be good, President Donald J. Trump. United States of America, 250. So, you guys lining up to get this shit or what? No, dude. This shit goes crazy, right? Right? No passport for me for 3 more years. Well, no, it's optional. Don't worry. New passport should just say, welcome, Bazinga. Now, I would get that. I would totally get that. Are you kidding me? That would be so great. All right. No, not this. All right, wait. I thought I saved the clavicular thing. Did I not save it? I'm sure if I just look it up. Oh, yeah. Landlords need to make more and more money every year or they would burn your home to the ground does not make me sympathetic to them. Is this supposed to make me feel like I should help or care about landlords? Because this just makes me dislike them more. For those who don't know, about 1970s, gigantic percentage of all housing stock in South Bronx was burned to the ground by landlords who made money off insurance than the rent. So first of all, how would this even apply to rent control? Second, you're just going to admit that landlords frequently commit fraud for their financial benefit. Okay. What, like, I don't where am I supposed to change my mind here? All right, man. You know what, man? Whatever you say. You know what? Whatever you say. Sure. Ben just thinks doubling down is the only way. Is the only way because the same way he treats defending Israel. Yeah. All right. And then, oh my God. That was something totally different. I want to share this with you guys. I don't know how many of you guys saw JD Vance went on Bill Maher's show. And I think this caption is pretty good. This isn't really Sunday fun day, but I guess it's Sunday suffering. Bill Maher will be like, it's destroying the fabric of our country that your side can't ever concede defeat. And JD Vance is like, LOL, yeah, but we're not going to stop. And then Bill's like, LOL, okay, we'll just move on, you rascal. Let's watch.
And he'd be a little too exciting for me anyway. So it's either going to be you or Rubio. Here's my deal breaker for your side. Okay. Under Trump, you guys have two outcomes that an election can be. Either we win or they cheated. That shit has to stop. And the person who has
Libers, oh my God, yes, soy! Get him, Bill Maher, yes!
to stop it would be you or Marco. Can you tell me you will do that? Will you bring us back to the middle, at least on that, where we concede elections, where it's not either one of those two options?
Okay, Bill, so this is where I'm probably going to lose you here, but here's...
That happened about 8 minutes ago.
Oh, shucks, that is so funny, you get it? LMFAO, am I right? Raffle, am I right?
Look, I don't think that we should not concede elections, but I don't think that's what's going on. I think that if you go back to the president's core argument, he was making an argument about problems that existed in 2020. And here's the problem that I'm most focused on. The president and I have talked a lot about this, and I think we share a perspective here, but set to the side the stuff that really gets you and your audience very angry about whether the count was legitimate in Georgia or Pennsylvania or any of these other states. Is it true that large technology companies, some of whom have financial interests that exist outside the United States of America, were they censoring information in the run-up to an election? And set to the side the stuff, again, the Georgia stuff, but
that was litigated. Dominion, the Fox News paid us.
I'm trying to make the more middle ground argument here. The biggest criticism I had of the 2020 election is that you had technology companies that were quite literally censoring negative information about the left and promoting negative information about the right. So in a fundamental sense, like if the First Amendment says that we have a free and open debate and then the American people judge based on that free and open debate, the sense in which I think the election in 2020 was rigged, I'm sorry, is that you had technology companies that were putting their thumb on the scale in a way that completely obliterated the real.
But Donald Trump's own Department of Justice found it to be the most secure election. But Dominion literally won the lawsuit and Fox had to pay out billions of dollars.
Open exchange of ideas. Now, by the way, it didn't happen in 2024, but it happened in 2020 and it was a problem.
Well, you're going to get a big pat on the back when you go back to the White House. All right.
Okay. I'm glad you really stood on business there, Bill. You were like, it's enough of your side doing this. Stop it. You need to stop it. And he's just like, no. He's like, well, what can you do? Well, I made the most compelling argument I could make, so I guess, that's all I can say. As long as you're not one of those Muslims, as long as you're not one of the fucking Arabs, then we can get along. But, thank goodness. All right. Is this not pretty depressing, by the way, guys? Reality 100 years ago, 9, Democrat, 6, Republican. Reality today, Democrat. Let's bomb the Middle East. Republican, 4. This is not the truest shit you've ever seen in your fucking life, man. I love living in this timeline, guys. This one is good. This is good. That's okay. Guys, at least At least we have Charlie Kirk. At least we have that, man.